In this video, we'll be taking a look at two NBA games happening on October 26, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these two NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Orlando Magic versus Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a battle of Eastern Conference teams on the hardwood up on the shores of Lake Erie. The Orlando Magic are on the road as they make the trip up the East Coast as they travel to face the Cleveland Cavaliers Wednesday night. Orlando comes in off a 115-102 road loss to the Knicks in their previous contest Monday night. Cleveland upended Washington 117-107 in overtime at home in their most recent contest Sunday night. The all-time regular season series between these teams is even at 59 victories apiece, though the Magic have won 8 of the last 10 meetings. Last season, the Cavaliers took 2 of 3 matchups, with Orlando winning the most recent tilt 120-115 at home on April 5, 2022. The Magic are 0-5 against the spread in their last 5 road games and 5-12 against the spread in their last 17 games overall. The Cavaliers are 0-3-1 against the spread in their last 4 Wednesday games and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games playing on 2 days rest. The under is 7-3 in Magic last 10 road games. The over is 13-5 in Cavaliers last 18 overall. The Magic are 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings in Cleveland and 7-1 against the spread in the last 8 meetings. Orlando comes into Cleveland still looking for their first win of the season. The loss to New York to start the week followed a developing pattern of rookie Paolo Banchero being the best player on the floor for the Magic and not getting much support otherwise. Center Ball came off the bench to give the Magic 19 points, but it is hard to know if he is a player that they can really rely on. Guard Jalen Suggs missed the game against the Knicks and is listed as questionable for Wednesday. Since losing its opener against Toronto, Cleveland has won 2 straight. Not bad, especially considering that lead guard Darius Garland left the opener with an eye injury and has not played since. Donovan Mitchell has done a really nice job filling in as the lead ball handler, which should also help the team long term. The injury has also opened things up for wing Cedi Osman, who is actually second on the team in scoring early on. Cleveland has been forced to show more depth this season, and it has been working. Garland is questionable for this one, but Cleveland has looked really good without him. The Cavs match up well with the Magic too, because they can easily put quality defenders on Banchero. I wish the number was a little smaller, because I don't think of Cleveland as a team that is going to be as strong on the bench, but I can't find a way to get behind winless Orlando. The Orlando Magic haven't looked good at either end of the floor through 4 games, and they've had issues covering numbers dating back to last season. The Cleveland Cavaliers are off to a decent start through 3 efforts, and they have the offensive firepower to get whatever they want from this Magic defense. Thick line, but the Magic have a lot of showing and proving to do before they can be trusted against above-average teams. The Cavaliers have been a surprise team so far, and they will be full of confidence following their overtime win over the Wizards. Mitchell has looked like a great fit for the Cavaliers, and I believe that they can maintain their momentum. The Magic are not an auto fade, but I would rather not assume they have to rise up against the numbers. So the Cleveland Cavaliers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Orlando comes into this game having split their 4 contests in regard to the total this season. In addition, they split their 2 road games total-wise as they combined for 222 points with the Pistons versus a number of 260, before putting up a combined 217 with the Knicks against a number of 223 on Monday night. Orlando is slightly below average in tempo in the early going this season, ranking 18th with an average of 98.9 possessions a night. Cleveland has gone over the number in 2 of their 3 games on the year. That includes their home opener against the Wizards, as the teams put up 224 points against a number of 216.5, so the extra session proved critical to that result. For their offensive success, the Cavaliers are the 3rd slowest team in the league in tempo, as they average only 95.6 possessions per game. Both teams have been doing decently well defending the basketball, as Orlando is 14th in the NBA, giving up 45.5% of the shots against them so far, while Cleveland is 7th, allowing 44% of the shots against them to fall. Donovan Mitchell has been doing decent but a little less than his career numbers, as he is averaging 25 points, 4.3 assists, and 4.2 rebounds per game in 10 career games against Orlando. Cleveland is leading the NBA with a 44 three-point percentage this season, and they will be worse than that here. With Orlando struggling a bit right now, you have to think that this game winds up below the total. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Atlanta Hawks versus Detroit Pistons. A well-rested Atlanta Hawks team will visit a Detroit Pistons team that will be completing a back-to-back on Wednesday after playing in the nation's capital on Tuesday against the Washington Wizards. Atlanta was defeated by the Charlotte Hornets on Sunday 126-109, which snapped a two-game winning streak for the Hawks to open the regular season. Detroit has lost 2 straight after falling to the Indiana Pacers 124-115 on Saturday. The Atlanta Hawks kicked off their season with a couple of wins on the trot, but they will be now hoping to bounce back after getting routed by the Hornets in a 126-109 loss on Sunday. Trae Young led the team with 28 points and 9 assists. DeJounte Murray added 19 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists, while Clint Capela had 14 points with 10 rebounds. As a team, the Hawks shot just 41% from the field and 8 of 35 from the three-point line, but their defense left a lot to be desired after leaking 37 points in the second quarter and 45 points in the third quarter. Young had a rough shooting night as he made just 9 of 25 from the field. John Collins scored 10 points on 3 of 12 shooting, while Justin Holiday scored 3 points on 1 of 7 shooting. Meanwhile, the Detroit Pistons have lost 3 of their first 4 games so far, and they will be looking to bounce back after getting beaten by the Wizards in a 120-99 road loss last night. Bojan Bogdanovic led the team with 25 points on 8 of 13 shooting. Cade Cunningham added 19 points, while Isaiah Stewart chipped in with 13 points and 10 rebounds. As a team, the Pistons shot just 40% from the field and 8 of 28 from the three-point line, which was good enough to stay within striking distance of the Wizards until the fourth quarter, where they leaked 35 points to make it a blowout. Looking at the betting trends, the Hawks are 7-17 against the spread in their last 24 road games, 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games against a team with a losing record, and 3-12 against the spread in their last 15 games following a loss of more than 10 points. The Pistons are 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 games playing on 0 days rest, 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games against a team with a winning record, and 1-6 against the spread in their last 7 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 6-1 in the last 7 meetings in Detroit. The Hawks are 0-4 against the spread in the last 4 meetings in Detroit, and the Hawks are 2-6 against the spread in the last 8 meetings overall. The Atlanta Hawks will be in a much better situation on Wednesday when visiting Detroit after not having played since Sunday, while Detroit will be playing its second game in as many nights and third game in 4 days. The Hawks have one of the NBA's best backcourt duos in Trae Young and DeJounte Murray. The pair is scoring a combined 45 points per game, handing out a combined 20 assists per game, and rebounding a combined 11.3 boards per contest. Detroit will not have any pair of defenders that will be able to lock down either one of the two, much less both. Atlanta has covered the spread in 12 of its last 18 overall, while Detroit has failed to cover the spread in 4 of the last 5 when playing against a team that has an overall winning record straight up. Detroit's defense is giving up 121 points per game, and opponents are shooting 48.2% overall against the Pistons. At the same time, Detroit's offense cannot make up for its lack of defense, as the Pistons are scoring an average of nearly 10 points less at 111 points per game than they give up. The Detroit Pistons are getting absolutely torched on the defensive end through 4 games, and playing on the end of a back-to-back here likely doesn't help. The Atlanta Hawks have the offensive firepower to give the Pistons fits, and it's only a matter of time before shots start to fall at a higher clip. Plus, the Detroit Pistons are losing by an average of 18 points during their 3-game losing streak. So the Atlanta Hawks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Hawks are averaging 111 points per game. They averaged 111 points per game in their last 3 games against the Pistons. They don't play at a very fast pace, averaging 104.8 possessions per game. With the Pistons giving up 121 points per game, the Hawks will hit their average in this game. The Pistons are averaging 111 points per game and scored 113 points in their lone home game. They play at a faster pace, averaging 105.8 possessions per game. The Hawks and Pistons played under the total in 3 of their last 4 meetings. With the Hawks giving up 110 points per game, the Pistons won't score enough points to push the score past the total. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.